So now we're in the final stages. I empty the two jugs here, and whatever was left on the bottom I emptied into this jug, which is the sediment, and there's wine in it. And after about 3 or 4 days you will get really a lot of settling, and I can recover quite a bit of wine, and then whatever sediment there is I can filter it and get even more wine. Now these are the filled jugs, so there's one more thing to be done. You have to label them, and my system of labeling is very simple. I'll look into my logbook, and this is Cabernet Shiraz. So the code is CBSZ, and I started it on August 21st. So that's the month that I put into the labeling. So that'll be the 8th month. And of course 2011. And the way I do it is with my wax pencil. I put Cabernet Shiraz, and because it's August, it'll be 8th, and 2011, so it's 11. And that's what each one will be labeled. Cabernet Shiraz, August 2011. So that a year from now, when I am going to open this and drink, siphon it and drink, I will know exactly what month it is. And that's what I'll have to do, labeling all of those and store them away. I have already a storage area reserved for it, and it's that one down there. I'll put them all down there, and they will be sitting there for a year or more before we drink. That is it. The clear wine goes into small jugs, and there's always some sediment with the sparkle oil left on the bottom. And there's always some wine there which would be wasted. So what I do is this sediment, I go ahead and put it into a jug like this. And now it is all cloudy when I put it in initially, but after you leave it for about 2 days, the wine clears from the top and the sediment's still on the bottom. So what I do is I siphon this wine into a jug that wasn't quite full when I got it from the carboy. So here I will top it up, and I will get an extra bottle beside it just in case there's too much wine to fill that, although I doubt it. So what I do is I put this into a higher elevation, and I get a siphon and put a stopcock on it. And what I do is lower the siphon, and I can see where it is. So that's about as low as I wanted. See, that's about as low as I wanted. There will be some left there, which is okay. And now I'll siphon that. And this is the clear wine. This is a clear wine. Now when I siphon it all, as much as I want, there still will be some wine left there. And in order to save this, I had to devise a way of saving it. And that's, I'll show you in the next stage. Okay, there it is. So I'll just, as you see, there's still some wine left, which I will save it. And in order to save it, I had to devise a filter, which I took a plastic tub, made holes in it, and I do 2 at a time, although I'm not sure whether I'll need 2 here, but I'll just get 2. And then the next thing I do is I put an ordinary coffee filter into there. Yeah, there's only 1 filter. That's all I need. I'll just see whether how much of this can go there. So I'll take this out of here. I don't need it any longer. And put it in the sink. Okay. So what I do is I swish this around. It doesn't matter whether it becomes all cloudy because the coffee filter will take care of it. It looks like I will get one more. I do have to get this filled. Oh, there. Just by accident. There. And I'll put this filter into there. And now it looks as if I'll be able to get it all. If not into that one, into this one. There. Now, of course, if I leave it like that, they can get contaminated. So what I do is I get a plastic bag . Cover it and tie it in case there's some fruit flies or anything around. I don't have to worry about them getting in. And as you see, it's already dripping there slowly, and that is clear wine. So what I'll do is I'll do the same thing with this one. Tie it, and I leave it there for about 12 hours because it filters very slowly, because coffee filter is it's quite dense. There. Now I've got to put this one back, and now I leave it like that for about 12 hours, and all the wine that is in there will drip to the bottom, and I can use it to finish filling up this jug. So I didn't need this bottle after all. Now that's how I save all the wine. I don't have any wastage. This is about 8 hours later, and we shall see how well it filtered. Yeah, there's the wine at the bottom, and as you can see, it's pretty well filtered. Now I have a way of cleaning that out because I don't want to throw that anywhere into the garbage unless it is fairly clean. So what I do is I take this part and take it to the You just hold it and wash that down. Now most of it is washed, as you can see, and now I'll throw that away after. And that's what I do with the other one as well. There. Now, that's enough. It'll dry up. And then I just rinse these out and put them away for the next one. Now, this I'll just transfer into one that's not quite full, and then whatever is left, I'll put it into a smaller bottle. Now, rinse this one again. Make sure that it's clean. I use it next. And that's how I save all the wine. Right here is all the wine, which ordinarily gets thrown away, but this way I save it. And what I'll do is I'll just top this one. I try to leave as little bit room at the top as possible. And now I'll just put this now with the rest of the wine. I've got to label it first. And that's it.
And then these ones will just go into
a smaller bottle. Probably I'll try to get a small bottle like this. I'll put it in, and it'll just have to sit. I can't do much about it. I could top it up with any wine I have, and it'll be just as good. And that's it. After the wine has aged for about a year, the wine is transferred to half jugs or half-gallon jugs for drinking. And that's how I accumulate these jars, because I just empty the aged wine and put it into half jugs for drinking.